Ahoy! Welcome into the Junk Drawer, part of the Korked Bats podcast network. And I just remembered I forgot to come up with something for the top of the show. AD, do you have anything real quick off the top of the show?
Well, I feel like I'm obligated to ask you ketchup or mustard on your hot dog.
Well, because since I'm now in Chicago, only mustard. Only mustard.
Only mustard. Good answer.
Okay,
Good
for
answer.
our podcast audience, we'll get to that here in just a little bit. Today is August 9th, 2021. What is up, junkies? I'm Austin. That's AD. What's up, AD?
I'm also a mustard guy on my hot dog.
Yeah. And look, I didn't know it was like such a big thing in Chicago. You should only be mustard on your hot dogs. I didn't know it was as big as it was. I've heard that become kind of a popular thing, at least amongst baseball fans over the last few years. But I actually don't mind the only mustard. In fact, I now prefer only mustard. I don't need.
It's almost as if you're wearing it.
That's
as if.
Yeah. All right, so I'm in a hot dog costume because I lost a bet at work. I lost a bet at my job, US 99, Chicago's hottest country, and the bet was over the White Sox and Cubs over the weekend. I took the Cubs, and naturally they got swept. So I have to wear this hot dog all day today, not just during work. It's literally all day. I had to walk home through downtown Chicago in this thing.
And I can confirm that you were wearing the hot dog whenever we got on here. So confirmed. Did anyone say anything to you while you were walking downtown?
Yeah, a lot of people were like, "Hey, hot dog man." There were a lot of like homeless people like, "Hey, look at that guy." And one lady was like, "I'll take one." And I'm like, "I'm not selling any."
Maybe you should have thought about that and walked around with some to hand out.
I probably could have made an easy buck or two if I did. But hey, so this is a podcast that we do every week. Live stream as well. But if you're watching on the live stream, first of all, subscribe wherever podcasts are found. We have to legally say that.
First and foremost, yes.
The Junk Drawer. The podcast is called The Junk Drawer. Go check it out wherever podcasts are found. We appreciate all of you who do give us a rating review. Legally, we have to say that. Also, it says there at the bottom of the screen, but you can comment along on the show. If you're watching on the live stream, comment along. Best comments get used in the on the show, and we and you can help enhance the show. That is one of the things that I have always believed in. Coming up through sports talk radio, and even I now do country radio, but like it's always something that I feel like listeners can make the show better. So do it.
In fact, tell us what you like on your hot dog. Let's start off with that. If you some people out there like relish. So if you're one of those people, please tell us, and we'll feature you.
For being the first the commenter of the day, Senior Anderson Banderas. Oh my God! Really, I don't know what he.
What are you talking about?
What that's in reference to? I don't know what it could be. But yeah, comment along for the show. Each week, we also do a segment called Good, Back, and Ugly, where we share our good of the week, our back of the week, and our ugly of the week. But before we get into that, AD, quick name a woman.
Simone Biles. I really had to stretch for that one.
Yeah, I feel like you did Simone Biles already.
No, I did Tara Lipinski. I was trying to make up, I was trying to think of someone else to make up for it.
Okay. Well, all right. Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and get into AD. Quick name a song.
Can't Stop
by
the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, okay. All right. Good song. Great song.
Thanks.
Great song. I didn't know if you were just like putting together because you could pretty much say any saying and there's probably a song about it,
Song about it. Yeah. We could confirm that. Yeah.
Going Back. And it's like, what is that? It's a song. Look it up.
Or Don't. I'm like, that's probably a song.
Just a song called Don't. Just a song called Don't. Okay, let's get into our good, back, and ugly of the week. AD, what you got for us?
Let me share my screen real quick. It's a quote, actually.
Okay.
From someone by the name of Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh, very nice.
May know him as the Steelers quarterback. He had a quote the other day. I'm not getting any younger. And that goes without saying.
Oh,
right?
Shocker, Ben.
Yeah, right. I'm almost 40 years old, and this is just another reminder that Tom Brady is now 44.
Right.
So just remember that one.
Tom Brady turned 43, killing our Tom Brady, or he turned 44, killing our Tom Brady is 43 jokes for good.
Jokes are now over.
Sad. It's sad.
So you've got to take care of yourself, and nothing against Tom Brady, but I'm not eating avocado ice cream.
Oh,
really, Ben? Really?
Could have fooled me.
Yeah. And I love that now that he's getting close to 40, now he's deciding to start taking care of himself. I think that's my favorite part about this quote, because so over the weekend, it was the Hall of Fame induction, and they were showing all these old videos because Troy Polamalu, Alan Faneca, Bill Cowher were all inducted. And they were showing some old videos of Ben, and he just looks like a different person. I feel like he's lived 2 lives, right? Like, you know how Kobe, he had the 24-8, like he was like 2 careers almost.
Yes.
Peyton Manning, Broncos, Colts, felt like 2 different careers. But Ben has just been Ben, right? Like I don't know. He just seems like a different person now, and maybe it's his diet. Maybe his diet is truly better than Tom Brady's.
I like, yeah, it does feel like a little too late. This like Ben Roethlisberger being like, yeah, you know what? I think I better get in shape at the age of 40. It feels like someone starting to work out for the year like a week before spring break.
Right. Yes.
It's like, it's not gonna, you're not doing yourself any favors there, man.
Or trying to get a summer bod now.
Right. Yeah, right. Exactly. It's like, oh, it's August. I told myself I would be able to fit into my swimsuit by now. And it's like, dude, come on now. Just
it's training camp right now.
Right. Ben, I would just say, keep doing you, keep doing what you're doing, and maybe try and get in shape for retirement. like don't even try and get in shape for the rest of this season. And I
think about post NFL.
He's showing up to camp trim, quote unquote trim.
No, lean.
Like Ben Roethlisberger's lean is like Tony Saragusa.
Great callback too.
Like that's not a Ben Roethlisberger being lean is most people's like morbidly obese. I just feel like, I don't know. I just think it's, and not to body shame, of course, definitely not to body shame, but I don't know. It just, to me, it feels a little too late. I don't think Ben Roethlisberger. I don't think when Ben Roethlisberger hits 44, we're going to be talking about him playing for 5 more years.
No, not at all. And wasn't the avocado ice cream thing a joke? Like, I feel, or was it the avocado tequila? Like, something was a joke, right? It was one of those 2 things.
Yeah, I think the ice cream was a real thing.
Okay, so
I think that was because it was.
Would you try avocado ice cream? I feel like it would be pretty good.
I mean, I would try it just because I love ice cream, but would I want to? Probably not.
Well, neither does Ben. So, so yeah.
Also, I love how he thinks that's the secret of like, and I know he's just speaking in generalities, but just the
like that's the difference between their diets.
Right. That's the only difference between Tom Brady and Ben Roethlisberger.
When they go for the ice cream, Ben's going for the Ben and Jerry's, right? He's going for the real thing.
Oh yeah, the me and Jerry's is what he calls it.
Me and Jerry's.
Okay. The
what's your good of the week? What do you got?
My good of the week. My good of the week is where am I? Okay, so AD, and this might be a little inside baseball for everyone, and that pun may be only partially intended. But I want to show you this dude. Okay.
Okay.
Watch this swing. All right. Boom.
Wow.
Just crushes it. Nice little right-handed swing. Crushes this ball. That baseball travels 500 feet, over 500 feet. And you're like, who the heck is, like, what is that? Who is this? What are we watching video of? Okay. Well, AD, look, you're a Huff, right? You're AD
Yes.
Huff.
Yeah.
I'm a Huff. I'm Austin
Right.
Huff. We
You
are
are
both Huff. It's a common name, but not an extremely common name.
True. This is true.
My good of the week are really good athletes with the name Huff, like my guy here. This is
he's a Huff.
This is Sam Huff, and he apparently is in the Texas Rangers like farm system. And look, whenever an athlete steps up to the scene with the last name of Huff, it's always fun for us. Like I feel like I'm not I can speak for you when I say this. It's fun for us.
I almost want a jersey now that we're talking about it.
Right? And there's not many Huff. Like I remember Michael Huff was there. It was in the NFL for a little bit.
Aubrey Huff.
Yeah, and he went kind of crazy.
He's nuts. He's a little nuts.
Yeah, he's a little crazy. And then there's this guy, Sam Huff, and I think he might be redeeming all of the great Huffs in sports since then. Now, AD and I, not to brag, we both played a little high school football.
We did.
We're both running backs back in the day.
That's right. In a hot dog costume.
Now, anytime we do, like, so Sam Huff, like last night, he hit this ball 512 feet.
That's crushed.
Or, excuse me, 502 feet.
That's absolutely crushed.
Earlier this season, he had a 511-foot home run.
Okay, so this isn't even his furthest.
Oh, this isn't like a one-time thing. This dude's got some power. Okay,
what's he doing still in the minors? Let's call him up.
He played 10 games with the Rangers last season.
Okay,
and my man batted over 350. He an OPS of over 1100. Like, it was incredible. Look at this thing. Just yap spotsy.
It's like a no doubter. That thing is gone.
Oh, that was weird. You said no doubter right when the guy said no doubter on the watch. Yeah. So
did he said it on the?
Yeah, he said.
I didn't even hear it.
That thing was a no doubter. Okay, so look at that. God. Look at that. Just that glorious man. Look, anytime we do something this badass, and correct me if I'm wrong here, AD, but anytime we do something this athletic and this badass with the name Huff on the back of a jersey, it's usually on a video game.
Correct.
Like my creative
player. Yes. Yeah.
Yes. So we just have to relish in this moment. I'm sorry. I'll hit myself with it.
Oh man.
I'm sorry. Was that bad?
It was just hanging there waiting to be.
That one's free. That one is free, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh boy.
Again, I'm in a hot dog costume because I lost a bet. But Grit Knox, look who's back.
There he is.
Grit Knox in the comments. If y'all are related to Aubrey Huff, I'm taking everything good I ever said about y'all away. Grit, look, you don't have to worry about it, dude.
We can assure you.
We can assure you. I don't even know how that guy got that last name. Just completely stole it.
What happened to him? He went nuts.
He just went a little cuckoo, and it's like overly political. And if you go overly political on either side, you're a little cuckoo. You're a little nutso. Nobody should ever go that political.
He's given us Huffs a bad name.
He's given us Huffs a bad. Yeah. Well, Huff is still a good name, but he's brought some shade into the name. Anyway, so that is my good of the week. Just athletes with the last name of Huff.
Yeah. Okay.
And AD and I can relate to that clearly.
Yes,
as you can tell.
Yeah.
We're both
me with my
very athletic human beings.
Just threw out my back last week, and here I am talking about being an athlete still.
I threw out my back earlier this year doing jump squats. So we're two extremely.
It wasn't the same calendar year. That's right. So
it was same calendar. It was like literally months apart that we threw our backs out. That's why we appreciate great athletes with the last name of Huff.
Yep. Well, my Do you have any more goods of the week, or are you?
No, that's all I got for my good of the week.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you got for your back of the week?
My back of the week are Diva wide receivers. So I mean,
I think this is. I think you and I have the same thing. Go on.
They've never really left, right? Like there's always been Diva wide receivers, so it's kind of
it comes with the territory. If you're a wide receiver, odds are you're probably a diva. Now, with that said, though, if you're a diva, that doesn't necessarily mean you're a wide receiver.
You're a wide receiver, correct? Right. They're not, but Michael Thomas.
Okay, I knew you were going there.
Here he goes again. Can't guard Mike on Twitter. The most cryptic, I mean, clearly everyone knows what he's talking about, but the most cryptic tweet, like, just come out and say it. Like, I don't. Let's go ahead and read here.
Well, he essentially is saying it by just
he is. Yes. They tried to damage your reputation. You saved theirs by not telling your side of the story. The best part about this.
Wait, don't get to it yet. Don't get to it yet. Hang on. So for our podcast audience, Michael Thomas, wide receiver for the Saints, just posted an image, just a Twitter image of this quote, 2-sentence statement. They tried to damage your reputation. You saved theirs by not telling your side of the story. Okay. Now, AD, I'll let you do the honors. What is the best part about this image from Michael Thomas?
It is most definitely the font choice. Comic Sans.
Comic freaking Sans, dude.
The last time I used this font was in middle school.
I think the last time anyone with their right mind has used this font was in middle school, other than Michael Thomas. Like, first of all, now I will say this. Speaking of using this font in middle school, it makes sense because Michael Thomas is handling this entire situation
like a middle school kid,
as a 12-year-old girl. This is exactly how a 12-year-old girl would handle a situation like this. Like, I don't want to tell you what's going on, because if I did, I would tell you exactly what's going on. Like, that's essentially what he's saying. It's like, dude, you so badly want to throw your team under the bus. And by doing this, you are still throwing your team under the bus.
This is like posting, like, pissed off, like, don't call or text. And then, like, clearly, like, you want people to ask, like, what's wrong? Like, what's
right.
going on?
Oh, gosh. It's the worst.
And but the story was that he was ignoring them, right? That's the genesis of this disagreement between the Saints and Michael Thomas, because it all had to do with rehab on his injured leg from last year that he's been milking the entire time. But
yeah,
so he's telling his story. Tell us the story, please, Mike.
But don't do it in Comic Sans font, dude. Like, this is the sign that you would post in your office kitchen saying that the coffee machine is broken. Like, that's like, I don't know who needs to hear this, but comment. And I'm actually kind of pissed at Instagram for more reasons than them just deactivating our account.
Instagram, right?
Free Korked Bouts, by the way. I'm also pissed at Instagram for the fact that they made this font available again. And there are far too many people on my Instagram stories that are using Comic Sans as their font. First of all, why Instagram? Why did you do this? It is the worst font known to man. It's like Comic Sans and Papyrus right up there, just the 1A.
I forgot about Papyrus too.
The worst fonts out there.
Wingdings was the other one.
Wingdings is better than Comic Sans, in my opinion.
I just went to see if he posted this on his Instagram, because clearly, like, that's where it came from, I think.
Right? Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, because it's the same Comic Sans font that Instagram uses in their stories.
But he must have deleted his Instagram. I don't see him on there.
Oh, he's not even on Instagram?
No.
Did he post a UFC clip and get his account deactivated?
And honestly, he could have fallen in that same trap.
Free Korked Bouts, everyone. Hashtag Free Korked Bouts. Also, I guess I should also add that
what are you adding?
Adding this. Follow at Korked2 on Instagram. Just a little teaser. It's neither here nor there. Follow at Korked2 on Instagram. Okay. So Michael Thomas, dude, like I hate the I'm not gonna tell you what happened, because if I did, then I would be throwing my team under the bus. It's like just by you saying that, you're throwing your team under the bus.
The biggest mistake that the Saints made were giving him another contract.
Right.
Because they could have let him play out on his rookie deal, and they didn't, and they paid him, and he's been injured ever since, I feel like. So
I'm just ashamed in Michael Thomas. I feel like he needs a new slant. I'm sorry. Damn it. I'm sorry.
I was waiting for a slant joke to get thrown in there somewhere.
That one is free.
You put a little mustard on that one.
Oh, hey, AD, hey. Oh man. Yeah. Say I think you took that one. You're the wiener. Hey! Hey! Oh my god. All right. These are terrible. Okay. So
we need to chili on the jokes.
Damn it. We need to stop. We really need to stop. There's no reason for anyone to watch this live stream if we're going to keep this up. All right. This is not even bun anymore. What? That's not even, that didn't even make sense.
You were trying to squeeze that one in there somehow.
Oh my gosh. All right. We need to get out of here. Okay. So, so Michael Thomas, any more on Michael Thomas?
No, it's just that, will he be a Saint? I guess. Good call.
Dylan Taylor says, going to claim the IG name at can't guard Mike right now, just in case. That's called leverage, folks. Yeah. Look, if Michael Thomas is off Instagram, go ahead and take can't guard Mike on Instagram. Go take it right now. And then direct people to at Korked2 on Instagram if you want.
Wait, does that mean that we can, if he was disabled for posting a UFC clip, does that mean that we can take Korked Bats back? The original?
No, we can't. I've tried.
No.
Yeah,
okay.
I looked into it. I was saying like, oh, could we just start a new account with the same handle? That's one of the worst parts about it.
Yeah, that we have to have this change the handle
on the end of the account name. But yeah, no, more details.
It tells a story though. It does tell a story.
More details on at Korked2 coming soon. So stay tuned for that. AD. Okay.
Hit us with your back of the week.
Okay. I don't have any visuals for this, but I don't think you want any. Because
oh boy.
On this day in history, I've got this day in history for us, okay? On this day in history, Dave Matthews Band and his tour bus poop. Do you know this story?
I do know this story, yeah. But
okay.
please give us the rundown here.
Okay, hang on. The run's down. I'll give you the runs down.
Please.
Okay, hang on 1 second. I gotta post this to Twitter. So help me.
Well, and actually, this touches home for you a lot, actually, because
I am now in Chicago.
It took place in Chicago, so
yeah. In fact, I'm gonna get to that.
You very easily could have walked past this location.
I
in your
have
hot dog costume.
Well, not my hot dog costume, but
so I know that there was a sign put. Is the sign still there? That was put in place.
Yeah. So no, the sign is not still there, but there was a sign there at one point. Okay. All right. Sorry. I just had to update this. Okay. So 20. Okay. Okay. So guys, people, on this day in history, okay, Dave Matthews Band had to pay $300,000 in settlements, donations, and fines because their bus driver, Stephen Wool, pleaded guilty to dumping waste in March 2005. Okay, let me tell you the story. On Sunday, August 8th, 2004, at 1:18 p.m., middle of the afternoon, bus driver Stephen Wool drove over the Kinsey State Street Bridge, which you might actually be able to see out my window right here. Like, that's how close I am to the Kinsey State Bridge.
A stone's throw, if you will.
It is really, I mean, when you got an arm like us, dude, when you're an athlete like us, yeah, it's definitely a stone's throw. But the Kinsey Street Bridge emptied the contents of his bus's septic tank through the open metal grate. First of all, most bridges in Chicago are open metal grate. So like you can see, if you're walking on where the cars drive over, you can see down into the river. Okay. So it's just straight through.
This makes more sense now. Yeah.
Opens his bus's septic tank through the open metal grate, intending to deposit it into the Chicago River below. The bus's tank was full, containing 800 pounds of human waste.
800 pounds?
800 pounds.
I didn't even know you could hold that much.
I didn't know either. That's a lot of poop. That's a lot of Dave Matthews Band. That's a lot of two-step, if you will. All right. Earlier, passenger boat Chicago's Little Lady left Navy Pier at its 1 p.m. scheduled boat tour departure. While passing under the bridge, the boat received the full contents of the tank on the seats of its open roof terrace. Okay, so every boat here has like chairs on the top level of the boat, so
for sightseeing, like
for the architecture tours. Yes, roughly 2/3 of the 120 passengers aboard the tour boat were soaked.
Oh my God.
The boat immediately returned to Navy Pier, where all passengers were issued refunds. Yeah, I would hope. 5 passengers went to Northwestern Memorial Hospital for testing. And according to the Illinois Attorney General, passengers aboard included persons with disabilities, elder, a pregnant woman.
Oh my God.
A small child and an infant. Look, infants being covered in shit is nothing new, okay? But it's very rarely is it someone else's. Very rarely is it Dave Matthews and his bands.
If you were in this situation, would you just jump into the river? Like, I feel like that would be my only choice.
That's a good question. I've never thought about if I was on an architecture tour and if one of the most iconic touring bands in the history of music has ever dropped waste on me, what I would do. But yeah, maybe jump into the river. I don't know. It's the Chicago River's like kind of dirty, but like
it seems dirty, yeah.
But there's no way it's more dirty than just getting just an excrement released on you.
What movie? It's like the St. Patrick's Day parade because they turn the river green, obviously, but it's in a movie. Yes. I can't. That's a terrible way to start that, but I think it's The Fugitive, maybe? The Fugitive?
I think you did good.
I think it's The Fugitive.
What, The Fugitive? There's what? Oh, the movie starts by them pouring dyeing the river green.
Yeah. Well, and then Dave Matthews poop.
Yeah, well, Dave Matthews, his tour bus driver tried to dye the river brown.
So was the driver the fall guy?
Which I think he should be. Should he not be? I mean, I don't think Dave Matthews was like, "Hey, let's dump it over this Kinsey Street
He's
bridge."
Like, we got to get rid of this shit.
Yeah. Like, I don't like, and their show was in Wisconsin too. They were staying in Chicago. They weren't even playing in Chicago that night. They were staying in Wisconsin. I've got more details. The liquid waste was brownish yellow in color and had a
good visual,
and had a foul, offensive odor. I'm glad that they threw that in there because I never would have thought
as opposed to
right. I never would have assumed that 800 pounds worth of human waste would have had a foul, offensive odor. That's news
Like,
to me. Don't bury the lead here.
Right.
The liquid human waste went into passengers' eyes, their mouth, their hair,
God.
and onto clothing and personal belongings, many of which were soaked. Some of the passengers suffered nausea, as I would assume, and vomiting as a result of exposure to the human waste. All I'm hoping is at the court date when the bus driver pleaded guilty, he was like, "I did it. Do you think I've gone too far?" Sorry.
The Dave Matthews song.
These jokes are so much dumber when I'm wearing this damn hot dog costume.
And they sound better.
Do they sound better? Because I feel like they sound worse. I think they're being delivered much worse, knowing that I'm in this hot dog costume.
I will say that you look good. You look comfortable in it. Like it's like you're right at home.
It's not the most uncomfortable thing I've worn. It's just the most. It's just the biggest. It's just.
Is it just today, or is there
have a lot of range of motion?
Is it all week?
Yeah, no, it's just today. It's just today.
Okay.
I will be out of this thing as soon as the clock strikes midnight. So happy anniversary to Dave Matthews Band. I look, and I don't know if this makes me sound like a total frat boy or a extremely white dude who probably wears Sperry's, but I like Dave Matthews Band. It's a great summer soundtrack. And even though they did drop poop on a bunch of Chicagoans in 2004, I still love Dave Matthews Band. You know, look, let he who hasn't dumped 800 pounds of human waste off of their tour bus onto an architecture tour boat below on the river cast the first stone. That's how the old saying goes.
I think we should have him write a song about this. I think he needs a song about this. Maybe there is a song about it. That
instead of number 41, it's just number 2.
Number 2.
Instead of Gray Street, it's just Brown Street.
Brown Street, or no? What color was it? Yellowish brown.
Yeah, right.
Yellowish Brown Street.
I'm trying to think what else we could do.
The dreaming tree, the pooping tree.
That's too much.
Number 2.
Oh, come on, hold on, hon. You might die. You might die.
Poop.
You might die dumping. No, that's not as steady as we go.
Did they ever cover Purple Rain for Poopy Rain?
Poopy Rain. They could do a cover of Purple Rain and just call it Poopy Rain. Drive in, drive out. That's without having an innuendo in there.
They tried to do that.
That's pretty much what they did in Chicago. Drove in, drove out.
What's funny is it happens often though. Like that's where they usually they could have got away with it. Like, imagine if the boat wasn't there, we wouldn't know the story.
That's a great question. How much poop is dropped into the Chicago River from tour buses? And like the Kinsey Street Bridge, like it's not in a heavily populated. It's not like it's not a big bridge in terms of Chicago bridges.
So there was a small window that they had to eject the poop.
Yeah. And I'm wondering if the tour bus stopped over the bridge.
Someone was like in the back, like fire,
can a tour bus release excrement while still driving?
Well,
I would imagine that it has to be in like a full break.
I mean, I imagine, like when you were telling the story, I imagine that they were moving, like they're just like, we're like, let it go. Unless is there a like a red light on the bridge? Like, is it like turning?
Oh, you know what? There might be.
Would you ever be stopped on the bridge?
There might be. I think there actually is.
So maybe they're like, it might be a good time to
very possibly
some of this poop.
Yeah,
some 800 pounds of poop, not some.
My other back of the week.
Mm-hmm.
O.J. Simpson.
He's back again.
We talked about him last week.
We did.
And I just feel like we have to talk about him again. Okay. So the Juice did an interview with The Athletic. which I don't know why.
But you probably have to like subscribe to read it or something.
Yeah, probably. I don't understand why. I don't understand why the Athletic was like, yeah, you know who we need to do a story on? The guy who hasn't played football or been committed of a crime in the last however many years. OJ Simpson. Let's do it.
Let's get OJ on the horn here.
So
let's see what OJ's been up to. Let's see how he's been living.
Right. Yeah. Let's check in with OJ as if he doesn't check in with us more than we would like him.
We know more about OJ than we would like to, you know.
Right. Exactly. So I guess the Athletic where is it? So the Athletic just like wanted to do a story on him. Let me see if what the title of this story is. So it was a top 100 players list. Top 100 players list in the NFL. And look, OJ Simpson, great NFL player. Don't get me wrong. One of the 8 running backs ever to rush for 2,000 yards in a season. Okay,
and
phenomenal.
Also Derrick Henry too.
Derrick Henry, who should have won MVP last season. Don't forget. So he was ranked at number 41 on the Athletics all-time NFL players list, and it says NFL 100 at number 41. OJ Simpson, quote, prayed for fame, no matter the cost. Well, I'll say he got it. This was an article written by Tim Graham, and I guess he did like a feature story on it. Again, it's behind a paywall. I'm not reading the whole thing, but I do have some quotes from this story. Okay, OJ Simpson, my man, is again kind of like we were saying. Why do you need to check in with OJ Simpson when OJ Simpson is constantly checking in with us? I mean,
he does that for you.
We were talking about OJ's attempt to get people vaccinated and how he wanted, he encouraged everyone to get stabbed.
Maybe it worked. Maybe
it did work. But
if there's one person out there that got the vaccine because of him, it worked.
Right. It was the ultimate plot twist. Now OJ Simpson trying to save lives.
He's a good guy now.
Did not expect it. Well, apparently now he is still, and he's been on this hunt for a while, but he is still on the hunt for the real killer. All right. In his interview with The Athletic, the topic of Los Angeles got brought up. And he said, and I quote, "I have trouble with LA. People may think this is self-serving, but I might be sitting next to whoever did it. I really don't know who did this." So his reasoning for not going to LA is because he doesn't want to accidentally run into the person who killed Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman.
Not because like he can't leave the state, right?
Yeah, that was another thing. I didn't think he could leave Nevada. I didn't think so. I was almost certain that he is confined to the state of Nevada. But
I think he is. Yeah,
maybe he is. Also, how perfect is it that we're talking about OJ Simpson while I'm wearing this hot dog costume? We're all trying to find the guy who did this. Like OJ, my man. Look, I appreciate it. Because technically by the court's ruling, he is innocent. He is an innocent man.
Right.
I don't think anyone outside of those 13 jurors believe that. In fact, some of those jurors have since come out and said that they knew he wasn't innocent, but they just wanted to get him off because of because
of his fame,
because of his race, all the racial obligations. Rodney King was like a year or two prior in LA. Like it became a white versus black thing. And so it was just all of that. So now I'm pretty sure everyone agrees that OJ did it. Like even like AC Cowlings, his best friend, is probably like, yeah, I've come around. OJ's done it. You know, the guy who was driving OJ around in the white Ford Bronco during the Bronco chase, he's probably even now come around on it. But
he's like, yeah, he told me in the car.
In this, yeah. I mean, AC had to know in that moment while he's driving the car, right? While he's driving the Bronco, he probably had to think like, if he's innocent, why are we driving down the 405 right now? Like that's.
He had to be questioning his actions. Yeah.
OJ, I know now might not be the best time. But real quick, just between you and me, bro, did you do it?
I won't tell anyone.
Yeah. Look, I mean, I'll keep driving regardless. I just want to know. Is that cool? Do you mind? So he says, so then another quote from this Athletic article about O.J. Simpson. He says, you've got to look, okay. So first of all, his NFL and Screen Actors Guild pensions are shielded from the civil judgment because he still owes a ton of money for going back to court to the Goldmans. He owes a ton of money. They still hasn't paid to the Goldmans for like eventually coming back and being tried as guilty in the civil case. It was anyway, all court terms. But he says, OJ says, you've got to look to learn. I figured eventually somebody would confess to something, you know? So OJ's just like right after this whole thing went down, OJ's like, I'm going to find the killer. I'm going to find it. And then he wrote that book, If I Did It. And then he was like, always on the hunt. I'm going to find the killer. We're all trying to find the guy who did this. Okay.
Who was driving the hot dog car?
Right. That's OJ. Now he's basically just taking the sit back, wait and see approach. I figured eventually somebody would confess to something, you know? And it's been almost 30 years
since it happened. Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, it's weird. Nobody's confessed to doing this. I thought for sure, certainly the real killer would have come out by now, but no, it's nothing. And then the third best quote from this whole article: how many Americans, even today, wouldn't like to live my life? He says. Okay. He says, I don't work. I play golf 4 or 5 days a week. I go out to dinner a couple of nights with friends. People want to buy me drinks. I'm always taking pictures with people. Ladies hug me.
Ladies hug me.
So that's O.J. Simpson's description of what his life is like right now. Okay. Which is great. It sounds awesome. Don't get me wrong. I mean, not working, playing golf 4 or 5 days a week sounds great. Going out to dinner a couple of nights with friends.
Yeah. Geez.
People buying you drinks.
And he's in Vegas, right? So
ladies hugging you.
Nice
all in Vegas. Taking pictures with people. It sounds awesome. But
that's some place to be like house arrest too, right? And like that's
right. If you're going to be in house arrest, might as well do it in Vegas.
Yeah, right.
But there is one thing OJ is like just forgetting to, you know, like the fine print of this whole lifestyle. And I think it's the fact that you were accused of double homicide at one point in your life. All right. And despite being let free, everyone still thinks you did it. So, I mean, you don't work and you get.
That's why people take pictures with you.
Sure, ladies hug you, but
they're almost like laughing at him though, not with him.
You have to think, right? Like it. You have to think. I don't know. I just think O.J. Simpson being featured in the Athletic is just wild. His hunt for the real killer is still ongoing. Please respect his privacy. Let's hope and pray that he one day finally finds the killer whenever he looks into a mirror. So
my one other back of the week is Hard Knocks. Hard Knocks is back.
Oh, here we go. Wait, hang on. At Korked Nash, guys, if you're a Nashville follower, if you're a fan of all things Middle Tennessee sports, go follow at Korked Nash on Twitter. Korked Nash is in. OJ's Bronco racing up and down the Nashville Grand Prix streets this weekend would have been great, wouldn't it have? That's what I think. I think the pace car for every major race should be OJ's white Ford Bronco. Because that would be funny. Because essentially that's what it was. The white Ford Bronco chase was essentially like a pace lap. It was a pace.
They were in the front,
being followed by a field of racing cop cars. Like that would be so funny to me. If please someone, whoever has the ability to host a race or start a race, make the white Ford Bronco your pace car, and
that's just comedy, really.
Just recreate the OJ chase scene. That would be awesome. Great call at Korked Nash. Great call.
Would sell tickets, that's for sure.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. What do you got for your? What are we?
I just wanted to add Hard Knocks is back this week.
Oh, Hard Knocks is back. It starts tomorrow night, right?
Tomorrow night. Yep.
Tuesday night.
So of course it's the Cowboys, but it's going to be a lot about Dak. It's going to be.
I was going to say, do you think they'll talk about Dak at all?
Yeah, like it's going to be stupid, but and Zeke too. They're going to show him like eating cereal. I'm sure.
Wait, hang on, hang on.
Like,
you know what this means? The Cowboys getting Hard Knocks. It's the return, AD. The return. The Nooch.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's gonna have a big role in it because he's gonna be playing.
He's gonna be playing, dude.
He's gonna be like, is he their backup? Is he their first backup or is he their third?
I think so. Didn't he play? He played a bunch during the Hall of Fame game, right? Against your Steelers. The Nooch, Ben DiNucci with the sidearm.
DiNucci, yeah. He's
Ben
back.
DiNucci, the Nooch.
Welcome back. Wow.
Welcome back, Nooch, man. We need to bring Grit back in here to get a good Nooch in here.
He's staying relevant. My ugly of the week. It's the this news came out of London today. The Tower Bridge stuck open.
What?
So the 127-year-old bridge is broken. It's stuck up. It was pulled up this morning to let a ship go through.
So wait, this is this morning. This happened today.
This was today. And you know that old song, London Bridge is falling down?
Yeah.
They're not today.
It's not. Well,
not.
I'll say this. That's the Tower Bridge, which I would say 32 years of my life, I thought that was London Bridge.
Okay, so it's not. Okay, so the London Bridge is not
London Bridge is like one block down, and it is the most boring bridge you can imagine. It's literally just a straight road bridge.
So that's funny because I up to this day, I would have thought that was the London Bridge.
Right? That makes sense. Like, why wouldn't you name, like, if you're London, why would you name the coolest bridge in your city the bridge? Oh, here we go. Hey, hang on, AD. AD. I got a special guest. A special guest.
It is.
Making his return. All right.
The triumphant return. The news.
Yeah, there he is.
Grit. The Cowboys are on Hard Knocks this week, starting tomorrow, and it's and you know who's going to get a lot of screen time.
Now that Dax.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Grit. Oh, I just had to have you look.
What a perfect team for Hard Knocks. I mean, they are as hard knocked as it gets. I mean, it's self-inflicted. It's self-inflicted Hard Knocks. Like, it's hard. I knock myself in the head. I'm dying. I'm bleeding.
Right. Yep.
What's really going on?
Having Jerry Jones as an owner is having Jerry Jones as an owner is the most hard knocked it could possibly be. Like, anyone could be. When little orphan Annie sang about like it's a hard knock life, it's because Jerry Jones was her owner.
He's one board meeting away from Post Malone actually having a seat in the boardroom. It's a little messed up.
I think Post Malone could do better running a football franchise than Jerry Jones could over the last.
Give him a chance.
So the Cowboys are the highest rated.
You know who Jerry Jones thinks he is? Jerry Jones thinks he's Ted Lasso, but he's not.
He's Ted Lasso if like Ted Lasso fell off the deep end and like would hire prostitutes every once in a while. Like that's but Ted Lasso would never do that.
Somewhere between Bill Parcells and Ted Lasso.
Right.
Or maybe he's Led Tasso.
Led Tasso.
That's only if you watch
Led Tasso got shit done though.
Yeah, he did.
Tasso got shit.
Oh, guys, wait, hang on. No spoilers. I haven't started season 2 yet. I thought I had Apple. I thought I had Apple TV because I watched the whole first season. Apparently, I don't. I have to figure out how.
I'll give you my password, Austin. I'll give you my password.
I appreciate that. That's true friendship. Hey, so the Cowboys, Forbes just came out last week and said.
But you have to tell me that Aubrey Huff isn't in your family.
He's not in our family.
He's not.
No, we can very much went over this earlier when Grit hit us with his comment. Aubrey Huff not in our family. We're no relation whatsoever. But The Forbes recently came out with their most the highest valued franchises. Yeah, most valuable franchises, and the Cowboys were number one on the list with like almost like a $5 billion evaluation. Yeah, it's because all their trophies are antiques by now. You'd be worth a lot too if the most famous trophy that you own is 75 years old.
I want that number to get so high that they actually have to that one day Jerry Jones, like I want him to triple everybody else, that one day they have to play a game on his yacht. That's what I want.
Okay. I like that. I would love that. But like inside the yacht, not on the top level. Inside. So that way Ben DiNucci has to start because he's the only one who can throw a sidearm.
The news.
Grit, before we let you go, what's for dinner tonight, man?
Yeah, are you cooking hot dogs by chance?
We got a little. No, that was this weekend. I won no bets. I made some hot dogs.
That would be great.
I would pick it up, but it burned my hand. But actually, I can move my phone. I'm an idiot. We got a little chicken chili going on for the mom.
Ooh, very nice.
Loves that. And we got a little manwich going on for the kids because they don't eat anything fancy.
Ooh,
not like chili is fancy, but it's as fancy as I get. What y'all eating tonight, man? How's Chicago, man? Pepsi, no Coke?
Yeah, I'm just doing hot dogs with just no ketchup, just mustard for our hot dogs. That's what we're doing. That's what we do every night.
Yeah, you look like a real wiener.
Oh, here we go.
Whoa, there it is.
There he's like, hey, hang on. Let me hit him with it. That one was free. That one was free, ladies and gentlemen. Grit, are you doing any beers? He has to find it. It's somewhere around the house.
No.
Oh, body armor.
I did do some earlier, but I got me a little.
Oh, that counts.
Body armor. Look at him.
Little spike.
No
body
free ads.
armor.
No free ads.
Not feeling the best right now.
No free ads on the podcast, Grit.
It's Darm.
It's Darm. He's drinking Darm.
Darm, not Darm. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hold on. I can't. Hold on. I can't not do a beer. It's messed up.
He's doing a beer.
Look at that. There he is.
Oh, he's back.
Hey, the news.
He's back.
Oh, man.
Wow. Oh, wow. He's all the way back.
Oh, whoa. Wow.
That was all bubble.
Okay. We'll take your word for it.
If anyone was tuning in right at that moment, the most random thing you could have seen. So for the podcast audience, Grit just chugged a bottle of beer just right here on the pod and then spilled some on the floor.
IPA. That was probably
now he's cleaning it up. But yeah, so Grit just for old time's sake hit us with a nooch.
That's all the moisture. It wasn't that bad.
And then he did a beer, which wow, I'm just blown away right now. This is literally probably the most random episode of the Drunk Drawer we've ever done. But
Austin's in a hot dog costume.
Yeah, in a hot dog costume. It's just this is a weird night. We talked about Dave Matthews getting pooped on by a van earlier, to which Korked says,
"What was that settlement like?
It was $300,000, over $300,000.
That doesn't seem like that
settlements,
much.
Donations, and fines. So combined. But it's 2004.
That's,
so that's
not enough
inflation.
to let all that poop crash into you.
Hey, there it is. That one's free. That one is free. That one is free. Oh man. Hey, Grit, you crushed it. Huh? Is that what counts?
I know like 2 or 3 Dave Matthews songs. You could say that, yeah.
Oh, this is awful. Korked Nash says something brown and yellow may fall on them if they played the game on the top deck of Jerry Jones's yacht. That's well done. Well played, as always.
Full circle right there.
Grit, we love you. We miss you, and we hope you're doing well. Enjoy dinner tonight. Tell the girls we said hi, and our first podcast guest ever on this podcast, Grit's little girl.
Yeah.
So
yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
So, we love you, sir.
Oh, hey, Any updates on the Instagram?
Still gone. Still, we have at Korked Bats 2 right now that we're sitting on, and that's probably what we're going to. If football season starts and we don't have our account back, we will be moving on with at Korked Bats 2. It's the sequel that nobody asked for.
So most likely we'll
also
be moving
one thing,
on
and also and one more thing, and then I'll hang up. How's Frank doing?
He's good. He's good. Should I hit you with the Frank fact now?
Fuck! Shit!
Grid hates Frank. I love the fact that Grid has been gone for as long as he has, and he still hates Frank.
Still has that hatred.
Oh my gosh. All right. Do we want to do a real quick ugly before we get out of here? Did you?
Yeah, I hit me with mine. What's yours?
Was that Hard Knocks?
No, it was the London Tower Bridge.
Oh, the London Tower Bridge. That's right. A lot of bridge talk on this week's.
It was a lot of bridge talk. Yeah,
a lot of bridge talk on this week's episode.
You'd think we're in Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Right. No,
that's
bad. Nah, I'll let it slide.
No,
okay, so normally when I'm bringing up Patrick Mahomes, what am I bringing up? AD, I'll let you answer this.
This is pretty easy. It's usually how dumb he looks in a helmet. Am I wrong? Am I wrong in saying that?
Yes, it is how dumb. Like, to describe to our listeners how dumb he listens or he looks in a helmet.
It just, he looks like a baby inside of like a something big, you know. It's just like he looks like a little like he's got like ultra cushions all around. Like it's just, he looks dumb. I don't really know if there's a better way to put it. It's just dumb.
No, it is very dumb. It is very dumb. The fact that Patrick Mahomes looks dumb in a helmet. And I think we're okay in saying that. I think we've all come to a point where we can all agree that Patrick Mahomes looks dumb in a helmet. He's one of the most talented football players on the planet, but he looks dumb in a helmet. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean to continue the Patrick Mahomes slander any further, because I do understand that this podcast is not only being played on the internet, but is also being live streamed currently on the internet. And I know the internet is a safe haven for Patrick Mahomes. You are not allowed to say anything bad about Patrick Mahomes ever, wherever, anything. You say one bad thing about Patrick Mahomes, you're an idiot. You're a doofus. Okay? With that said, Patrick Mahomes has a new logo.
Oh, no.
And I think it's time we talk about this, AD. Okay?
Oh, no.
He has a brand new logo. Adidas filed the trademark for it. And I know this isn't going to be great for our podcast audience, but we encourage all of our podcast audience to go to YouTube, go to Periscope, wherever, find the show, and you can see it there. Or you can just Google Patrick Mahomes logo. It's probably easier for you. But here is Patrick Mahomes.
I have not seen this yet, so this
you haven't seen it. Okay,
so this is a live reaction.
This is the live unboxing of Patrick Mahomes logo for AD. So, guys, watch AD's reaction when this happens.
I'm nervous though.
Okay.
I'm nervous.
I'm gonna see if we can. Can we do this? Can I put you on the big screen?
Oh, what? It looks like the Peloton logo, like down, like
it looks like the Peloton logo down.
Oh, actually, you know what? That looks like the like MF Doom mask. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Wow, that's a great call.
Or what was the? Yeah, I mean, it looks exactly like that. I would turn around and sue if I were MF Doom. So R.I.P. He just passed away not too long ago. R.I.P. by the way. But
MF Doom, rest in peace. Look, this episode is dedicated to MF Doom. MF Doom did not die for this, for his mask to be used as Patrick Mahomes' new logo. AD, I'm glad you went immediately to things that it looks like, especially for our podcast audience, to give them an idea. To me, AD, this thing looks, I can only see one thing when I see this logo. You ready for this?
Oh, jeez.
And look,
the sickle and hammer.
I'm not saying I'm I'm just saying, AD.
Is he a communist? Is that what we're saying about
look, I don't want to be I'm not saying it, but it looks like the hammer and sickle logo primarily used for communism. So I'll just put them side by side here. You tell me, because there is a sickle in there. You can see the sickle, right? And then like the other thing, I mean, I don't know. Maybe those are two hammers. Maybe it's two hammers and a sickle.
It's people are asking.
Can you see my mouse on the screen? Can you see my mouse?
I can, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's the
sickle.
The sickle right here. And then are these two hammers? We don't know. We don't know, but it looks eerily similar. Is Patrick Mahomes a communist? I mean, it needs to be asked. We wouldn't be doing our jobs if we weren't asking.
Meanwhile, like communists are going to come out and say, copyright, guys? It's like
you think you think Pat Mahomes gets a cease and desist letter from communists?
From communists or MF Doom or what about this one?
Communists would send a cease and desist letter. I think they would just desist, right? They would just
yeah, good point.
They wouldn't even ask permission for like warn you first.
No. What about the Transformers logo?
Oh,
have you ever seen that?
Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Yep. Pat Mahomes, definitely. I'm picking up some mad Transformer logos. What is that? The Autobots logo? Because there's two different types of Transformers, the Decepticons and the Autobots, right?
That's the Autobots, yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like some are saying, look, you can kind of see it right there.
Pull up the MF Doom mask too.
MF Doom mask. Okay. All right, good call. Yeah, it's not a good look for Patrick Mahomes. Like the dude has a bad helmet. Oh my gosh, damn AD. That's like
serious copyright right there.
This is incredible, AD, on your part. Here's the MF Doom mask. So MF Doom mask looks exactly like the damn. Hey, you tell me. That is AD. That was a great call on the MF Doom mask.
It looks like they just took like a piece of it out to try and like form like a P, because that's what they're going for, right?
It's a mixture of both. It's a communist MF Doom mask. That's what this logo is. Patrick Mahomes, I think Patrick Mahomes needs to look. I want to add any distractions to the Chiefs and their pursuit of another Super Bowl appearance, but I think it's time. Journalists start asking the real questions. I know everyone's scared to like the NFL's new golden child.
Untouchable.
He is untouchable. But I think it's only fair that people ask the hard questions. Okay, is Patrick Mahomes a communist?
Or wait, I just had another thought.
Another lookalike for the logo.
Yeah, Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Oh, Olmec.
Yeah,
you think it's got some Olmec vibes to it?
I think so.
Let's see.
Maybe not as much. Maybe
no, it doesn't. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
No Legend. I'm not even gonna pull it up.
No, it's embarrassing.
That is embarrassing. I'd be embarrassed. Korked Nash says, looks like the Target dog mascot with a Mike Tyson face tattoo. I can see that. That's the Target dog logo.
Target doesn't use the dog logo for. I guess they still use it, but
I'll say this: my wife got a cake pop from the Starbucks in a Target the other day, and it was the dog face with the red circle around his eye, and I had to order it for her. So I said, "Yeah, could I get a cake pop?" Like a grown ass man, I'm asking for a cake pop.
Hey, at least you weren't wearing the hot dog costume, because that
honestly, the hot dog costume would have maybe at least seemed a little bit normal. Like you would expect someone in a hot dog costume to order a cake pop. I was dressed like a grown man, and I had to ask for a cake pop, and she said, "Which kind?" And I said,
"That one."
I said, "The little doggy one." AD. I said the little doggy one.
It's just one.
There's
did you
no
say,
good way to order a little doggy cake pop from
Cake
Target. From the Starbucks and Target, there's no good way. I challenge anyone out there to try and come up with a good way to order a cake pop from Starbucks in Target. I
got to be honest, I didn't even know they had cake pops, so that is news to me too.
Because you're a grown man. You shouldn't know.
I'm not ordering cake pops.
I wouldn't know if my wife didn't order them all the time. Like, Meredith, these are for kids. And she's been like trying to argue that over the last week. But literally everyone we've seen with a cake pop over the last week has been a child. So she's not winning that battle. Anyway. Okay. What do we got before we yeah, that's all I got for
besides Patrick Mahomes is a communist.
I hope the Cineboys are listening to this.
I know.
I hope the Cineboys are listening to this because I'd like to hear their defense of what they think of Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback, their savior, their golden child.
Is this your man?
Maybe being a communist? I'm not. That's for you guys to decide. All right, AD. The Frank fact this week. You ready for this?
Well, I'm ready.
Frank fact. Everyone's favorite time of this episode, except for Grit. Obviously, you heard what he had to say about Frank on the way out the door. But
I wish you did read it to him because he should have heard it.
I was about to. I was ready to blow out the format and just go straight Frank fact while he was here. All right, here we go. This week's Frank fact. An 18-inch pizza. Oh, sales guy Jeff is calling me right now. Not now, Jeff. We're in the middle of a podcast.
My dog's barking. We're getting phone calls.
Yeah, geez, this is
must be the end of the show.
Yeah, we gotta get out of this episode. All right, so the Frank fact this week: an 18-inch pizza is bigger than two 12-inch pizzas.
Now, when you say bigger, are we saying volume? Are we saying mass?
Honestly, and
it's circumference, I think would be the right term.
I think circumference. Yeah, I think that's the right term. Diameter, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, one of those two. Wow.
Pi? What's pi? Pi is half of a circumference divided by 2 or something? Or what is
pi r squared?
Yeah, like 3.14.
The radius squared.
798.
3.1459.
Do you know it? Do you know pi? How deep into pi can you go? Oh.
No.
I
think I was right.
Okay, so an 18-inch pizza is bigger than two 12-inch pizzas.
That's insane.
How is that? I don't even know how that's possible. I was going to ask Frank follow-ups, but I felt like it would be better for the podcast for us just not to know.
Well,
an 18-inch pizza is bigger than two 12-inch pizzas. So
because you're getting 6 inches on one side, or
so if I have a 12-inch and a 12-inch and I have them next to each other, technically that would be 24 inches, right? But because of the circular shape, maybe, or you're getting more pizza with just the 18-inch.
We definitely need some more clarification on this.
Yeah, this feels like one of the if this was a SAT question, we would answer D, not enough info.
Yeah, Grit would lose his mind over this. I know he would not be happy about this one.
He'd be pissed. He would be pissed, Frank. I honestly, I think we're just gonna have to take his word for this one.
I do,
it doesn't sound right, but because it's coming from Frank, we know it is.
We've made it this far, right?
It's kind of
Frank hasn't been wrong,
right? Bristol, Tennessee is closer to Canada than what was that Frank fact? There was some Frank fact that it was like Bristol, Tennessee is closer to Canada than
somewhere in Ohio or
Cleveland or something. What was that? Damn it! What was that? I'm gonna see if I can find it. But anyway, all right. We'll get out of here on that note. AD, do you have you got anything for the road?
Preseason football sucks. Water your plants.
Preseason football sucks. Water your plants. There you go. You heard it here first.
Hard Knocks is tomorrow.
East. I'm literally looking up.
It was something. Was it like?
I'm trying to find the old Frank fact.
Detroit or something. Detroit,
Canada. Here we go. Wait a minute. Hang on. Damn it. I can't find it. I'm so mad right now. I can't find it, AD.
Well, wait. Look back in your. Are you looking back in your text with Frank?
I'm looking back. No, I'm looking back. Oh no, I'm looking back at my notes. Should I check back my? All right. Now we're just killing time at the end of this podcast.
Okay. Well, go into your messages and search Bristol, because we know it was Bristol. That was
it Bristol? Do we know for sure?
It was, because we were talking about the Bristol race or whatever.
Bristol. Here we go. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Double Frank fact. Even though we've already had this one. Bristol, Tennessee is closer to Canada than it is to Memphis.
To Memphis. That's what it was.
That's what it was. Bristol, Tennessee is closer to Canada than it is to Memphis. That was the one that was when Grits.
He went off the rails. Yeah, he went off the deep
July 13th of last year. That was when Grits started to really doubt Frank for
it hasn't been the same since.
It has not been the same since. So, all right. With that said, I'm gonna get out of here. I don't know about you, but I am baked right now. That was a hot dog. That one was free. So
that was a cheap. That was a $1 dog night.
Yeah, that was a Costco dog joke.
Mm-hmm.
It is. I am burnt.
I hope you sleep until midnight and then wake up and take off the hot dog costume, because that's part of the rules, right?
That is, I think so. Technically, yeah. I am.
You need to send a picture to Scotty of you wearing it, with the timestamp 11:30. Like,
I'm gonna wake him up in the middle of the night. Yeah.
Hey, man. Only 30 more minutes.
Yeah, just took the costume off. Hope you're not asleep yet. Jerk.
Good night.
Anyway, all right. So I lost a bet, for those of you wondering why I'm wearing this hot dog costume. Okay, AD. Well, I'll say this: it was nice to meet you. That one is free.
Oh man, we've exhausted all of them. I don't know if
I don't know if we have any more. I don't think we do.
I'll be frank with you. We've exhausted all of them.
Yeah. I guess we'll just have to play catch up next week. What? Stop. These aren't even funny now. Like, we're forcing them. We're forcing them so hard right now.
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
this bit went sauerkraut.
I think that's a Pennsylvania thing. I don't think a lot of people put sauerkraut.
No one else puts sauerkraut on their hot dogs.
Yeah. That one, we might have to explain that one. Okay. All right. We're getting out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching, tuning in. Just quick reminder, please follow at Korked2 on Instagram. Mm-hmm. You're probably like, there's nothing on that account. Why would I follow it right now? Because
just do it.
There may be something coming. Turn
on post notifications too.
Turn on post notifications. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Follow it and turn on post notifications. We'll maybe something will be coming soon. So should be fun. We appreciate literally all the support that you guys give Korked Bats and what we do. Just trying to have some fun. Hopefully, you guys enjoy at least a little bit of what we do. And AD, did you I think I already asked you, but did you got anything for the road?
Just water those plants.
Water those plants.
They need it this time of year.
As always. All right. What do I say to get out of here? What is it? Do you remember?
Adios. Or
no, it starts with an A though. That's for sure.
No, that's right. Oh, ahoy.
That's right.